Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation. I hope all of y'all are having a blessed day. It is a beautiful day here in the ARK. I'm really looking forward to today's little session, but we only got 10 minutes, so let's get into it. So the message of the day is the power of I am. But before I get into that, I'd like to share with y'all. I want you to take the thoughts of yesterday and completely dump them out, because you have to take all the negativity from the day before and dump it out. Get rid of it. Good morning, Simone. Good morning, Ula. Thank you for joining me on here. Thank you. The message of the day is the power of I am. Two little bitty words. I'm not getting religious, not talking about the Bible here. This is a universal law. So when you wake up in the morning, the first 20 minutes of your day, your brain is functioning at the highest rate that it will be all day long. You are actually more susceptible to negativity and or positivity in your first 20 minutes of the day than you are at any other point during your day. So when you wake up, when you first, this starts before you even open your eyes, because you wake up and you don't open your eyes instantly. You sit there for a second. Those few seconds are vital. What you do as soon as you wake up is vital. Like most people, a lot of people, they wake up. What's the first thing that they check? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They get on to these social medias, and if you can wait at least 30 minutes to an hour before waking up to check your social media, I guarantee, do this for a week, 2 weeks. At minimum, you're going to see changes in the first 3 to 4 days, but a week to 2 weeks. Just practice that. When you wake up in the morning, don't touch your phone unless you're checking the time, maybe. Don't touch your phone for at least an hour and see what it does. See the changes that will happen in your day. Your brain will actually release more dopamine, which is the reward chemical. So the power of I am, these two little words. After you've dumped out all the negativity of yesterday, you have to remember that your words today not only hold value, but they are speaking your life into existence. So when you say, I am tired, or I am weak, I am smart. Thank you, Kenny, for joining us. I appreciate you joining us on Tucker's 10-minute motivation today. Today's topic is I am, and what you should do when you wake up in the morning. Because to give a small recap, when people wake up, the first thing they do is check social media. Well, within the first 20 minutes of your day, your brain is functioning at its highest rate. So it's like clay in the morning. What you push into it is what it molds for the day. So you got to remember that those two words, I am, are so powerful. Whatever comes after those two words is what will set you up for the rest of your day. Robert, thank you so much for joining me today on Tucker's 10-minute motivation. So the reason I do this 10-minute morning motivation is I know that everybody don't have time to watch all the extensive lives. A lot of the lives are 30. I know my Stay Humble Hustle Hard show is 30 minutes to sometimes an hour, depending on my guest. And people don't have time like that to sit and watch all of our lives. So I just give you a quick little 10-minute boost in the morning to get your blood flowing, get you feeling good, put a good message in your mind for the day. So today's message is dump your brain when you wake up in the morning and remember what comes after I am is what creates your world. Because I know personally, yesterday, I want to share this with y'all. Yesterday, I fell as a motivator, as an influencer, as somebody who is out here to put forth a good message to the world. I tripped over myself yesterday. Let's see, Robert says, I'm tough to the finish because I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. All right. Hey, that's a good way to wake up. Wake up in gratitude. As soon as you wake up, begin giving thanks for things that haven't even come that day yet. Say thank you for abundance. Thank you for me having a wonderful day. Thank you for everything that's going to come today. Thank you for all the blessings that I'm going to have in this day and the things that are coming. Thank you, Kaylee, for joining us on this live. When I wake up in the morning, I say thank you for giving me the greatest guests that in the world that I could ask for the Stay Humble Hustle Hard show that comes up at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. I thank you for abundance. Thank you for my good health. Thank you for all the blessings that will come in this day. Wake up with an attitude of gratitude. You see, Ula says, no, you were honest and transparent. You can't fly high all the time. Even birds dive down occasionally. Yes, Ula, that is beautiful. Yeah, yesterday, I got down in the darkness. If those of y'all who have known me for a long time know that I used to be very depressed. I used to be very angry. It used to be a very bad situation for me personally, because I would get in my head and my morning practices and daily practices were not good. And I tell you, something that really helped me is waking up in the morning and writing down how I feel that morning and what I plan on doing that day, making a checklist of the day, the things that you want to get done throughout the day. Write them down. I'm telling you, look, you people say it all the time. You hear Lauren Harris say it all the time, and that is a goal that isn't written down is just a dream. It's not going to come true if you don't write it down and you don't take action on it. See, when you're writing those goals down, when you're writing down your daily tasks, what you're doing is you're making yourself accountable. And at the end of the day, here's a tip, because everybody tells you to write things down, but here's a tip to boost your productivity and guarantee that you will do the things that you put on your list and get things done. I'll show you that 1 second. Robert says balance is in all things. I was doing the same thing, staying up as high as I could be until I would crash. Yeah, hey, look, your plane will run out of fuel every now and then. All right. Every plane has to be refueled, no matter how high you fly. You got to come down at some point. It's not that you want to, but it happens. Yesterday, I got in my head really bad, and I was, I ain't gonna lie. I got to thinking about the times back whenever I attempted suicide. I tried to poison myself twice. I hung myself from a 2-story window once, and then I put a shotgun in my mouth, and the shotgun did not go off. This is the actual shotgun shell that was loaded that day. This is the actual shell that I put in that gun to take my life. And when I pulled the trigger, this is the exact shell that saved my life. If y'all can feel me on that, let me see some hearts. Let me see something down in there. I want to see in the comments. I love how y'all are interacting this morning. That is beautiful. Thank you, Rodriguez, for joining us on the live this morning. To give y'all a little bit of a recap, because I know that we are getting close to that 10-minute mark, and I want to stick to what I said. Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation. At most, I'll go to 15 minutes. But to give y'all a little bit of recap, Joshua, thank you so much for joining. I wanted, just for those of y'all who are just coming in, today's 10-minute morning motivation is about your morning routine, what it is you do when you wake up. When you wake up, the first 20 minutes of your day, your brain is functioning at the highest rate that it will be all day long. Your brain is like putty in the morning. The things you do in the first 20 minutes set you up for the rest of your day. Robert says, but when I was truly balanced, that I could plainly see that heaven is right here on earth, all around us. We only need to learn how to see it. Absolutely, Robert. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, is that attitude of gratitude. You hear Joshua T. Berglund talk, he used to mention that all the time. So That attitude of gratitude means more than what you know. Thank you, Mary, so much for joining us this morning. By the way, y'all, I will start doing Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation on my personal page and sharing it to the Stay Humble Hustle Hard page instead of going live on that page. I'm going to leave that for the podcast. But hey, Cassidy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I want to tell y'all, look, today's message is very simple, and that is when you wake up in the morning, watch your daily morning routines. If you don't like the things that you see, change the things that you're doing, and watch the things that you see change. Change the way you think about the things around you, and watch the things around you change. But when you wake up in the morning, here is an actual solid tip that you can take and use. Begin using as soon as possible, and I promise you it will change your world forever. And that is write things down. Get you one of these. I wake up every morning and I write down how I'm feeling that morning. It's not even really to be a journal. This is to keep you and hold you accountable for the day. Because what you do is you wake up, you write down how you're feeling that morning, how things are going so far that day. Be brutally honest. If it's going bad, be honest on there. And then you write down your tasks for the day. You write down, I want to, my kitchen, I need to get the kitchen clean. My dishes are dirty. There's a load of laundry that really needs to be folded. All these different things, write them down on your list that day. And then throughout your day, go through there, watch that list, look at that list, check it several times that day, and get that stuff done. Knock it out, because here's the thing. Procrastination is not just putting it off. It is showing that it's not that important to you. But let me put something out there for you. If it's not that important to you, if you don't get it done now, if you let it stick, you let it sit there, you let it wait, you let your dishes pile up. You've all seen it. What happens whenever you got dirty dishes? You don't feel like doing the dishes, but you let them pile up. Then when you come back to do that job, it's going to be harder to do then than it would have been if you just would have gotten it done when you got that first dish dirty and you put it in the sink. Well, that's what this list is for. If y'all are feeling me, Kagan, thank you so much for joining us on Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation today. I appreciate that so very much. If y'all are feeling me, drop some hearts down there in the bottom. And look, drop in the comments. I want to know, what is your morning practice? What do you do when you wake up in the AM? So, to continue on what I'm saying, you write down, first of all, you write down how you're feeling that morning, how you want your day to go, what it is that you're expecting for that day. Then you write down an actual checklist of things that you need to get done that day. And you go through that day and you get that stuff done. Focus on it. Do not allow today to become tomorrow and tomorrow to become someday. But here's the most important part of all of that. This is the most important aspect of writing all this stuff down, because everybody tells you that write your goals down, but no one tells you how to make yourself accountable. So that's what I'm going to do. And that is, at the end of your day, when you're about to go to bed, go back, look at your list, see what you have gotten done and what you failed to do, and then be brutally honest with yourself at the bottom of that page. And when I say brutally honest, I mean, me personally, I had a load of laundry that needed to be folded the other day. I had 10 things on my list. Because by the way, 5 to 10 things on your list each day is feasible. The rest of it, if you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You want to knock it out and get it, and write it down, figure out what's most important to you, and get it done. So at the bottom, you want to be brutally honest with yourself at the end of the day. If you did not get something done that you had put on your list and knew you were capable of getting done that day, be brutally honest with yourself and write down why you didn't get it done. Like me, I had a load of laundry the other day that needed to be folded, and it was on my list, fold laundry. And I got through everything on my list that day, but it was late when I got done, and I did not fold the laundry, so that did not get checked off my list. Hello, Joseph. Thank you for joining us on Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation. I appreciate it. But at the bottom, I had to write down. I was like, I didn't get the laundry done today because I was being lazy. Tomorrow, I will do better. I would get it done. I will complete my entire list. And then give thanks. And here's the thing too, do a word of the day. Because that's one of the things I'm fixing to start sharing with y'all is my personal word of the day. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to get off subject. I want to stay on track as best as possible. But begin learning one new word every day, and see what happens to not only your vocabulary, but the conversations that you have with others. For instance, my word of the day just yesterday was peregrination, which is to travel is to walk around, to go somewhere. I mean, even the little bitty words that sound complicated, like dirigid, to be able to be directed. See, each and every person, every motivator, each and every person in the world has to be dirigid. And when I say dirigid, that means to be able to be steered, to be directed in the right path, on the right path. So that's just a little word for y'all to memorize today. Dirigid and peregrination, but dirigid's a good one. So anyway, that's what you do, is you let, for those of y'all just joining in, Sissy Haynes, thank you so much for joining us on Tucker's 10-Minute Morning Motivation. I really do appreciate that. So to recap on what it was that I was just saying, that is, when you wake up in the morning, the first 20 minutes of your day, your brain is functioning at its highest rate, as in it's most impressionable when it comes to negative or positive things. The thing you listen to, read, or see in the first 20 minutes of your day will literally set up the spirit of the rest of your day. So if you're waking up checking Facebook, checking social media, looking at drama, waking up angry, and waking up and not giving thanks for the things that you don't even have yet that day, the things that you know are coming, you want to be coming, but haven't been there yet, haven't gotten there yet, things like abundance, health, wealth, happiness, all these different things. I wake up every day and say, I'm going to make a great connection today. I'm going to go out and I'm going to dominate my space, and I'm going to do whatever I can to not only motivate but inspire others. But going over a recap so I don't continue to ramble and we can hop off of here, and that is, wake up. Give thanks for the things that you want that day that you don't already have, but speak them as they are already there. Then write down how you want your day to go, how you're feeling that morning. Make a list of the things that you want to get done. Put a little checkbox beside them. Don't just write them down. Put a little checkbox, because you want to check that off and get that little hit of dopamine for getting something done. That is the reward chemical your brain releases when you get shit done. Pardon my French. But at the bottom, at the very end of the day, write down how your day went. Did it go how you wanted it to? If you missed something on your box, on your list, and you know you were capable of getting it done that day, be brutally honest with yourself and say, you know what? I was being a lazy bum today. I didn't get it done because I felt like taking a nap or playing on my phone. Literally, be honest with yourself. Hold yourself accountable for these things, and start doing that. And then get your word of the day. Look it up on Google. Download an app. Whatever you got to do to get a daily word. Here, like I said earlier, I'll give you your word of the day for today. Dirigid. Okay, dirigid. Now, what that means is able to be directed, able to be steered. Someone, if you are you cannot be a motivational speaker. You cannot learn. You cannot do anything in this world great if you are not dirigid, because you have to be able to be steered, able to be directed. This video is directing you to have a better morning by changing your daily practices. But like I said, I want to keep this down, and I've already went almost 20 minutes. So I appreciate y'all for joining me on this morning's edition of Tucker's 10-Minute Morning Motivation. Even though it went 20 minutes today, I'm hoping y'all got some value out of this. Do me a favor, all right? Go over to the Stay Humble, Hustle Hard podcast page. I'm going to be changing that soon to just to Tucker Bearden's Stay Humble, Hustle Hard show. I will be changing that. But go over and like that page. Spread some love on there so we can all connect with each other. And in fact, do me an even bigger favor. Hit that share button. Hit the notifications. If you be the blessing for others, you will live within blessings. So hit that share button and send this message out to somebody else this morning that you know needs a little bit of 10-minute morning motivation, but doesn't have time to watch a whole 1 hour show. Before we jump off here, Robert says, I didn't know that was going to happen. I started meeting last night for a friend that was left on Facebook who needed to chat, and he brought on a friend from the Netherlands. I made a new friend while many slept. And that's good, brother. Hey, you want to make connections each and every day. But I'm going to end this video. I'm going to knock it out. Like I said, go over to Stay Humble, Hustle Hard podcast. Give me a like over there. Show a little bit of love. Share this. If you would like me to speak at your event, all you got to do is shoot me a message on Facebook or go to my personal, my public figure page, Tucker Bearden Inspiring the World. My personal number is actually on there, so you can hit me up on there or you can hit me up on Facebook. If you would like to be a guest on the Stay Humble, Hustle Hard show, then all you got to do is drop me a line. Hit me up in the in that direct message. What is it? How's that song go? It's going down in the DM. So yeah, hit me up. I would love to have you as a guest on the show, and I would love to get you connected with someone else. So thank you very much for joining me on Tucker's 10-minute morning motivation. All of you have a blessed day, and don't forget, tune in at 10 a.m. today for episode number 7. I had to change almost. I didn't know my numbers. Episode number 7 of the Stay Humble, Hustle Hard show with today's guest, a master of marketing, Daryl Stern. Thank you very much for joining me this morning.